Alternating legs from a quadruped position. Short, sharp exhales on the step. Keep elbows locked and shoulders out of the ears. Okay? Next one. Progression number 2 for outside leg switch is kneeling leg switch knee lift. Now you're adding the leg lock on the rear leg. Short, sharp exhale as you drive back foot heel towards the wall behind you. Keep elbows locked and step all the way up to the outside of your pinky. Okay? Third progression for the outside leg switch. Now the knees will not make contact with the ground. You're still stepping all the way up to your hand and making sure that you're locking the back leg. Shoulders over wrist, long spine. Squeeze the glutes once you step back and alternate from left to right. Level 1 for squat to jump back is a basic body weight squat. Start with your feet shoulder width. Slightly point the toes outward. Squat down to your depth and continue to lock the legs out as you get to the top position. Fully lock and return down into the bottom position, chest tall, long spine. Go. Progression number 2 will be your body weight squat step back. Squatting down to the bottom position, find the ground, lock the elbows, step into a hollow body, and then return. Alternating legs, stepping back, one leg at a time. Once you get to the top, remember, lock the legs out, and exhale wherever you find the movement challenging. Short, sharp exhales. Okay? Third progression is squat to jump back. Instead of stepping, you're now jumping. Lock the legs as the legs drive away from your shoulders, squeezing the glutes and the quads. Jump back firmly, but land soft. Shoulders over wrists and elbows locked. Remember to lock it out at the top position. Last rep. Okay. Progression 1 for warrior lunge is the stationary lunge. Start from the top position with both legs locked. Keep rear heel away from the floor on ball of foot. As you descend down, knit the rib cage and keep the spine long. Make sure front knee doesn't pass toes on front foot. Moving down and up in a vertical fashion. Progression 2 for warrior lunge is the basic step lunge. Start with your feet, shoulder width, like you're standing on railroad tracks. Hover the foot out and absorb the body weight through midfoot, keeping the front knee behind toes on front foot. Drive back through midfoot, alternating legs, absorbing the body weight soft, and keeping the spine vertical. Short, sharp exhales on the descent. Third progression. Start from your stationary lunge setup, but now you're rotating 180 degrees as you pivot throughout both feet. Again, keep the spine nice and vertical, and keep the same structure as the first 2 progressions. Short, sharp exhales down, and try to remain in the same place that you started from. Progression 1 for the hollow body push-up is a kneeling ellipse, working on the negative portion of the push-up from the knees. As you travel forward, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, contract through the core, descend elbows to ribs, press back, getting the forearms to make contact with the floor as you push. Start from child's pose position. Transition out with elbows locked, shoulders out of the ears. Round the spine, squeeze the glutes to begin kneeling push-up. This is the second progression. As you descend, same thing, elbows to ribs, pulling the elbows to the core and pressing from the core. Exhale at the bottom and the top, short and sharp through the core. Final progression is the hollow body push-up. Round spine, glutes tight. On the descent, same thing, elbows to ribs. Contract those glutes and quads. Keep the legs nice and tight. Elbow lock at the top, shoulders out of the ears. All right, first move is going to be kneeling leg switch. Knee, leg switch, lift, or outside leg switch. We're going to start off with option number 1. So you're starting from that quadruped position, elbows locked, shoulders out of the ears. Go ahead and find the pace you want to work from. Let's go up to option number 2. Now you're going to lock the back leg out, but you're still going back to quadruped. In time, go ahead, stand up, shake it out. Couple nice breaths. We're going to start off with option number 3 now. You can start from a hollow body, and now the knees won't touch the ground. You can work from either level, whether it's a more beginner and basic, or intermediate or more advanced option. You want to work from whatever level you can that you can maintain the greatest form with. Good, stand up, shake it again. Big inhales through the nose, deep exhales through the mouth. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, back on. Now you're trying to work on keeping a rhythm as you're alternating legs. You can downshift or upshift at any time. Good, stand up, shake it out. Big inhale, deep exhale. I'm going to check the rounds. All right, that was round 3. Moving into round 4. Really thinking of pushing through the heels and squeezing the glutes and the quads when you step back, if this is the option you're working from. If you're on option 1 or 2 or 3, make sure you're stepping all the way up to the outside of the pinky. Good, 10-second break. Remember, you're working for 20 seconds, okay? Only 20, and recovering for 10. We have 8 rounds, and I believe, I just checked, but this is round number 5, so you're past halfway. Good, eye line is looking between the hands. Rotate your elbow pits forward if you can. Good, stand and shake, that's 5. 3 to go. Big inhales, deep exhales. Back to your setup. Short, sharp exhales on the effort. And you want those short, sharp exhales to be through the core. And as you exhale, you're contracting the core with that exhale. Good. Stand and shake. 2 to go. Nice and calm as you recover. Back down. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Again, this is ego-free. It doesn't matter what level you're working on. You want to work from whatever level you can. Make sure you pick a level that's appropriate to you. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're shooting for perfect form and you want to be between an 8 and a 10. Stand and shake. That was 7. One more round. Round number 8. One last note is you want to keep the hip the same height as the shoulders. So we don't want the hip to go above the level or above the shoulders at all. It's always going to be the same throughout each of the options. Good, she bumped it up for the last couple reps. And time. Now you have 60 seconds. 60 seconds to recover and think about what you're going to do next. If you watch the breakdown of the movements, you're going to know this is now going to be either body weight squats, step back, or jump back from that squat position. Big inhales through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth, down to the belly. How's that? Good warm-up?
Good.
All right. So this will be move 2 out of 4 moves. You have another 25 seconds to recover. The first movement was more of a warm-up, getting you ready for a more complex movement, which you're going to experience now. So we should have primed the hip, And we should have got those tissues a little warmer before performing something a little more complex. We're going to start with option 1, the bodyweight squat from prayer position on the hands. Arms are going to go down as you stand up. Work for leg lock at the top, driving the backs of the knees behind you. Squeeze the glutes with a tailbone tuck. And you want to think at the top, you're making a little mini crunch. One more rep. Good. If the buzzer goes off, always complete your rep. Don't worry about speeding up. Just complete, and then when you're done, you can recover. All right, let's go for option 2, squat to step back. Find that hollow position, which you already established with the first movement in this program. Now you're going to use it as you get down to the ground. Find that movement platform, and then travel back up to the top of the squat. Last rep. There you go. Shake it out. Again, deep, slow exhales to the bottom of the belly. All right, let's try maybe 10 or 20 seconds of option 3, which Emily threw in there on that last round for that last rep. So now you have your body weight squat to jump back. Work for glute activation and leg lock as you jump back. Very nice. Pull those toes towards the shins as you jump back. Time. Shake it out. Big inhale, deep exhale. All right, that's 3 rounds. Round number 4 next. So she's back to option 1. You're still working from whatever option you want to work on. And the pace is up to you. You want it to be more challenging, you're going to pace up. If you're looking for something in this workout which is a little more moderate, pace down a little bit. Good, 10 seconds. And let's talk about that. Moderate intensity is 6 to 8 out of 1 to 10. And 8 to 10 is high intensity. So try to keep it between a 6 and an 8 or an 8 and a 10, depending on where you're at and what you're trying to accomplish for this session. Good. Quick little reminder. Remember, as you find the ground with your hands, lock the elbows. Shoulders over wrist as you step or jump back. Good. Shake it out. Starting to burn a little bit. The good news is, though, there's only 3 rounds to go. Almost there. Good. So Emily's back to the bodyweight squat. It's a good decision if she's wanting to focus on quality reps. It's not just about going beast mode. It's about quality. Good. And then on the next 2 rounds, 10-second break. Let's go ahead and face forward. Okay, feet are shoulder width. You're jumping back, work on creating tension. Active legs, active core. Elbow lock, elbow pits forward. Try to get the feet outside of the hands as you jump forward or step forward. Finish it out. Good job. All right, we got 1 more round. That was 7 out of 8. There's the 8th round. Final round. Best round yet. Rock and roll. It's all good. She's just wanting to get into the last round a little early. Good. A couple smiles and some laughs go a long way. That usually help the workout. Very nice. Find that rhythm. Tap into it. Last rep. Done. Good job. 60 seconds. Now you're going to really recover again. And then we're going to go into move number 3. We're going to have either stationary lunge, step lunge, or option 3, warrior lunge. Water or towel as necessary. So now you're halfway through the whole program as well. Good job so far. You got 2 rounds down, or 2 moves down, 2 moves left. Now I want you to focus for the next 30 seconds on your breathing. Try to relax the arms and the legs. And really calm down. How are you going to bring the heart rate down to recover? Well, focus on deep, slow exhales. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. All right, here we go. Let's start with stationary lunge. Left leg forward. Right leg back to tall, lock the legs. elbows in, and begin. Working on keeping the knee behind toes on front leg, and working on keeping the spine vertical, moving up and down rather than forward. There's many ways to do lunges. This is how we're going to create a strong platform for more complex variations to come from. Shake it out. If the legs start to burn, to get that burning sensation out of them, create vibration by shaking the legs rapidly. Good. Now, what's your pace? Are you shooting for moderate or high intensity? That'll help dictate the pace. Good. Stay high on the back foot, keeping the heel away from the floor, and really work from ball foot. Good. Shake it out. Let's go ahead, face forward. Let's go into step lunge, option 2. Good. Step back towards me, please, then. A little more back. Good. We want to make sure you're in the frame for everybody. Short, sharp exhales on the effort. So exhale on the way down if you're working from option 2, which is that step lunge. Again, vertical spine. Absorb through midfoot on the way down and push back through midfoot. Shake it out. Good, let's go warrior lunge. So left leg forward, right leg back. Good, pivot. Drive down, pivot. Same setup you've been going through. So the first 2 progressions, you were creating that platform, and now you've added the element of rotation, 180 degrees one way, 180 the other way. Nice and smooth. Good, shake it out. Now go ahead and pick whatever option you want at home, and pick whatever option you want, Emily. 1, 2, or 3. Going for option 1, the legs must be burning pretty good. Right on. Let's check what round it is. Round number 5 of 8. You could switch at 10 seconds if this is the option you're working on, or complete the whole round. You'll just work from this same option next round for 20 seconds. And begin. Go, go, go. 20 seconds of work. Short, sharp exhales on the bottom and the top. If the heart rate starts to increase, throw in a double exhale. Good, she's ramping it up for the last 5 seconds, it looks like. Very nice, maintain form. Time, shake those legs out. Okay, let's go ahead. What option are we on? Number 2?
Step lunge.
Okay, let's face forward. Good, remember feet wide like railroad tracks. And instead of walking on a tightrope, a more wide base, which is a more stable base. Instead of stepping out with a heavy heel, step out and hover landing with midfoot. Good, shake it out. Let's go into the 3rd option for the last round. I know you got it in there. Of course you do. Okay, work on smooth and work on being fluid. So smooth, fluid motion. 1 rep at a time. Whether rotating left or right, work on pivoting. And then find where does your structure need to be as you descend into the lunge. Last rep, done. Good job. High five. Very nice. All right. Water if you need to get in 60-second break. That is 3 out of 4 moves. We got 1 more to go. So fully recover. Again, if the heart rate has increased, you're going to slow down your heart rate through slow exhales to the bottom of the belly. If your legs burn, because that was a little more leg dominant, you can shake them out. You can also kick 1 leg out at a time. Recovery drills are key, whether it's vibration drills or recovery breathing. All right, we're going to go into ellipse from the knee, kneeling push-up or full body push-up. Good. Which one are you going to do? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, so first option starts from child's pose. Arms reached out, hip toward heels. Hollow body as you transition forward. You're going to descend and glue the elbows to the ribs. And bring the forearms to the floor. Exhale on that effort phase again. Where is it challenging? Plug the exhale in there. Travel forward, core tight, glutes tight, press back. Good. Stand up, shake it out. Every round I want you to stand and shake. Breathe, exhale. All right, option 2, hollow body from the knees or hollow body push-up from the knees. Elbows pinched in, round spine like a mad cat. Exhale at bottom and top. All the way up to elbow lock. 1 rep at a time. Shake it out, 10-second break. You want to try 1 or 2 reps of option 3?
Sure.
Try it, why not? Let's see if you got it. Does she got it? We don't know, but we'll find out. Tight, 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 tight. Push, 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 push. Maybe 1 more. Go, go, go. Push, push. All right, she's going to regress down to option 2. She had 1 rep. So if you want to work on that full body push-up, you can. Just remember, it's a hollow position. Round spine, glutes tight. Good, stand and shake. All right, what's that, 3? Yep, 3 down. Okay, next round is round 4. Halfway point. Option 1, 2, or 3, you pick depending upon where you're at with your strength or endurance. Good, short, sharp exhales on the effort. Working on the ellipse. This is option number 1. There you go, shake it out. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, back down, ready, set it up, go, go, go. Good, so throughout the push-up, she's trying to work on keeping that spine in flexion, which is that round position. The way to do it is think of knitting your ribs down. It's like you're holding a crunch the whole time. Almost there. Last rep. Good, stand up, shake it out. Now it's an arm-intensive exercise, so really work on shaking the arms. Okay, round 6. Back to the ellipse. Throwing a little rhyme in there. Round 6 with the ellipse. Where's the exhales go? Where's it challenging? Good, maintain form, almost there. Finish this rep out. Good, stand and shake. So make fists, and now go ahead with the tissues to vibrate with that burning sensation out of them. Here we go. Last 2 rounds, this is 7. Elbows to ribs. Try to drive your elbow pits forward at the top. Elbow tips go back toward the hip, and then elbow pits go forward. Final rep. Finish. Good. Shake it out. Stand up. Okay, last round for the day. Last 20 seconds. Here we go. So close. Ready? Go, go, go. Just 20 more seconds. Find a rhythm. Good. Try to stick to that rhythm. If you need to slow it down a little, you can, or if you need to speed it up, you can. Make sure your form is almost perfect. Good time. That's it. Stand up. You're not totally done yet. I still want you to recover. So make fists. Shake your arms out. Good. Now let's go down to the legs. Shake the legs out a little bit. I know it's goofy. It's weird stuff, but it's very helpful. Good. Relax the legs and the arms. Nice inhale through the nose. Deep exhale. But really work on slowing each exhale down. So we're just going to be nice and still. Let the air go in. As you close the mouth, it's going to go in through the nose. And then exhale slowly through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Relax the shoulders now. We're going to recover for another 10 seconds. I'm going to turn the clock off. Keep focusing on recovering your breathing. Absolutely. I can grab a towel. Even if we're on set, on camera, we can break the set. It's all good. All right, that was super fun. That's our first workout that we have for you. We're going to continue to give you new workouts with different timing protocols and different intentions along the way, whether it's more endurance-based or strength-based or a little combination, whether it's more leg intensive or upper body intensive or total body. We got it all for you. We are here to help. If you have any questions or comments, we really want your feedback. This is a format that we can make these videos in. We're trying to find what is the best for you, not necessarily the best for us. If this was a helpful video and you want more, go ahead, click like or subscribe. Share it with friends and family. Just show us some love so we can keep showing you more love down the road. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Good job, high 10. All right, let's have some more fun next time. Bye-bye.